Hello friends, welcome to Cobra's Academy. Myself Dr. K.S. Deepak, welcome you. In today's lecture, we will discussing about importance of framing research problem and how to frame a research problem to get with very good and optimum and best outcome from the research. So research problem is heart of any research process. If you are able to frame proper research problem, your whole research process will be very easy and very leading to good outcomes. So to get maximum research outcome, we must able to and we must frame proper specific research problem and its objective. So if you like this video, please do subscribe my channel Cobra's Academy. A research problem is a question that researcher wants to answer or a problem that researchers want to solve. Identification and formulation of a research problem is the first step of the research process. Selection of research problem depends on several factors such as researcher's knowledge, skill, interests, expertise, motivation, and creativity with respect to the subject of inquiry. It is believed that most of the good research studies need lots of time for selection of a research problem. So, whenever a researcher want to do the research, he must have a question in his hand on which he want to do the research, for which he want to find a answer or a problem for which researcher want to have solution. So a research is based on a research problem. So whenever the researcher want to do the research, he derive an research problem based on his knowledge, based on his skills, based on his interests, expertise, motivation, and creativity. A researcher who is generally have sufficient adequate knowledge and interest in his field is able to derive a very good problem. And this preparation or generation of a research problem is time taking and effort taking exercise. More the defined, more the precise research problem, more objective will be the research. A research problem does not state how to do something but offer a vague or broad proposition and present a value question that need to be answered. This is the definition given by Alan Byerman. And according to Kurlinger, a problem is an interrogative sentence or statement that asks what relation exists between two or more variables. The answer to question will provide what is having sought in the research. So research problem is an interrogative statement where we frame it depending on what kind of solution, what kind of question we want to answer, to get. R.S. Woodworth defines problem as a situation for which we have no ready and successful response by instinct or by previous acquired habit. We must find out what to do. That is, the solution can be found out only after investigation, and these questions for which we sought the solutions comes under research problem, and the process of finding out solution for that particular problem comes under research. A research problem is a definite or clear expression about an area of concern, a condition to be improved upon, a difficulty to be eliminated, a troubling question that exists in scholarly literature, in theory or within existing practice, all of which need for meaningful understanding and deliberate investigation. So, a research problem can be generated from an area of concern of particular field, a condition which is causing some difficulties, or a difficulty which is present in the area of concern and which is making it somewhat difficult to get optimum results or optimum outcomes, or a troubling question that exists in scholarly literature. We get research problem from literature or theory or within practical experiences also, all of which need for meaningful understanding and deliberate investigation. So these concerns or difficult conditions or gaps in the theory cannot be solved easily. We cannot get answers for them easily, and they need understanding and deliberate investigation, and therefore they are eligible to be called as research problem. In other words, a research problem is an area of concern where there is a gap in knowledge base needed for professional practices. How to identify research problem? Identification of a research problem is the first and most important step in research process. Unless there is a research problem, you cannot carry out research. Right. So, to carry out the process of research, first we have to decide what is the area of research, what is the area of particular field which I have to work on and get some solution or get some answer or find new significant information or knowledge about that particular area. Generally, a broad area is selected and then broad topic is delimited or narrowed down to a specific one sentence statement of the problem. So, a broad problem expressed in one sentence statement of the problem is a very good research problem. This step of research process is considered as the most difficult and challenging and needs lot of time. A research problem may come from several sources. So these sources can be personal experience while teaching, learning, or while carrying out experiment, or while getting some practical experience. Practical experience, then next is field enterprise experience, critical appraisal of literature from reading of literature, previous research, existing theories which need to be explored to find out unanswered questions, traditional knowledge which has no scientific backing, interactions with other experts which can lead to the finding out of some lacunas or some voids present in that particular field. For social issues, we can carry out social research or social problem is based on the existing social issues. Brainstorming and critical discussion within the group can lead to genesis of research problem, and in some cases and most of the cases intuition is one of the best source of research problem. Once the general topic or problem has been identified, this should be then stated as the clear research problem. It should be taken from just a statement about a problematic situation to a clearly defined researchable problem that identifies the issue one is trying to address. Formulating the research problem allows researcher to make clear both to himself and the reader what the purpose of research is. Subsequent elaboration of method should be oriented to providing information to address that problem. So the research problem should be clearly defined and should be a researchable problem, explorable problem. And once the researcher make it in a one statement, anybody who read that problem statement should understand what is researcher up to, what he is finding out, what he is doing, and for what reason he is carrying out the research. Defining a research problem is crucial in defining the quality of the answers researcher is seeking and determines the exact research methods to be used. Einstein has says, if let somebody ask me the questions and I can tell you his depth of knowledge. Similar way, the higher quality the research question, higher quality, higher outcomes will be of research. A quantitative experimental design uses deductive reasoning to arrive a testable hypothesis. In experimental research designs, we go for deductive reasoning step by step so that we can test a testable hypothesis. We can frame and we can test the testable hypothesis regarding the area of concern or problem which we want to study or which we want to research on. Statement of research problem. An adequate statement of the research problem is one of the most important part of the research. The problem statement is very important for keeping researcher on track with research process. It is also one means by which the research will be evaluated. Right. So when we know what we want to do, we are focused on that particular area and we will not be wandering here and there, we will not be losing our track. And in research, the chances of losing your track are more if your research problem is not well defined. Because if it is not well defined, if you don't know what you want to sort, what you want to find, you will not go in that particular direction. There are chances that you may be wandering. But if the research problem is specific, it keeps you on track. It keeps researcher in particular field of research so that he focuses on the problem in hand and its solution only. Does the research address the problem as stated is evaluated by the statement of research. For problem statement to be effective in the planning of applied research, it should have the following characteristics. The problem reflects the felt needs. The problem is non-hypothetical, that is, must be based on factual evidences. It should suggest meaningful and testable hypotheses to avoid answers that are of little or no use to the elevation of the problem. The problem should be relevant and manageable. So, the research problem should be such that it should reflect the need for the research. It should be based on sound scientific knowledge and not on hypothesis, vague hypothesis, and it should be able to frame a testable hypothesis, and most important is problem should be relevant and manageable. As an example, a literature review and study of previous experiments and research might throw up some vague areas of interest. Many scientific researchers look at an area where a previous researcher generated some interesting results but never followed up. It could be an interesting area of research which nobody else has fully explored. A scientist may even review a successful experiment, disagree with the results, the test used, or the methodology, and decide to refine the research process, retesting the hypothesis and leading to a new research findings. So this can also be a source of research problem. Literature, old experiments, old results, available conclusions about the results. These can be challenged, these can be doubted, and can become a source of research problem. Exploring the nature of the problem. Next point is very important point, because research problem range from a simple to complex depending on the number of variables and the nature of their relationship. Sometimes the variables will be very less, sometimes the number of variables will be more, and the research work and the treatment of the findings becomes very complex and complicated, making the research process somewhat difficult. Sometimes the relation between two variables is directly related to a problem or question, and other time the relation is entirely unimportant. If one understands the nature of the research problem as a researcher, she will be able to better develop a solution to the problem. So, to get very good research outcome, the primary stage for undertaking research is that the researcher must understand, thoroughly know the research problem. Then only he will be able to get better, or you can say desirable outcome from the research process. Review of the context of the research problem. As researcher, one must work closely with the team of researchers in defining and testing variables. This will help to determine whether the findings of the project will produce enough information to be worth the cost, time, and efforts. In order to do this, one have to identify variables that will affect the research project and begin formulating different methods to control these variables. Since research is a very much time consuming, hard working, you need to put lot of efforts, and also a costly affair, because you have to invest resources into it. Therefore, if your variables are properly identified and the way to test them, the way to correlate them is properly defined, the results of the research will be worth. Otherwise, if the testing of variables is irrelevant to the research problem, it is wasting of cost, time, and efforts. Once the context of research, its variables, and the testing procedure has been finalized, framing of operational definitions is very important. It is the determining the scalar properties of the variables. We have to define the variable relationship. What are the various relations, relative deviations or properties in between the variables that must be understood. Determining which variable affects the solution to the research problem. Determining the degree to which each variable can be controlled and used to the purpose of research outcome. Determining the functional relationship between the variables and which variables are critical to the solution of the research problem. During the problem formulation stage, one must generate and consider as many courses of action and variable relationship as possible. So, whenever we are decided the variables and their testing methodology, then what is the scalar properties, what is the extent to which we have to test these variables is very important. So first we have to define the relationship between various variables, whether these variables are affecting the result of research, whether research outcome is dependent on these variables which we have finalized, is must be known or must be understood. Determining the degree to which each variable can be controlled and used for the purpose of research outcome is also very important. And most important is the functional relationship between the variables, and which are critical variables and which are not that much important variables, and which must be focused properly and completely. Those variables must be identified. The next important point regarding research problem is elaborating the consequences of alternate course of action. There are always consequences of any course of action used in one or more projects used in research methodologies. One course of action will provide one outcome, other course of action will provide other outcome. Anticipating and communicating the possible outcomes of various course of action is primary responsibility in the research process. A researcher, based on his research problem, must be able to anticipate the possible outcomes of the various methodologies, various variables, various processes he employs for the solution of research problem. Specifying the research objective. Once the research problem is finalized, you must specify the research objectives. Research objectives are the result sought by the researcher at the end of the research process. That is, what the researcher will be able to achieve at the end of the research study are framed into research objectives. The research objectives are the specific accomplishments the researcher hopes to achieve by the study. The objective include obtaining answers to research question or testing the research hypothesis. So how you are going to test your hypothesis? What kind of answers you are going to obtain, or you are trying to find out after the process of research is completed, are come under the research objective. And research objectives are one of the most important aspects of a research process. The objective of research project summarize what is to be achieved by the study. Objective should be closely related to the statement of the research. It will help the decision makers evaluate the research question the project should be answer, as well as the research methods the project will use to answer those questions. It is critical that one have manageable objective. 2 or 3 clear goals will help to keep research project focused and relevant. So the research objectives are the summarized, or what we can say are extract of the research problem, where a researcher defines what he is going to do and what he will getting after completion of the research. So the breakdown of research problem into 2 to 3 doable process statement comes under the research objective. While research problem formulation serves to describe the aim of research, the objectives provide an accurate description of the specific action one will take in order to reach his aim. So this statement explains the difference between research formulation or research problem and objective. So research problem serves to describe the aim of research, while objective provides the basic direction, accurate description of the specific action one will take in order to reach the aim of solving research problem. A clear statement defining research objective will help to develop effective research. To get a right solution of a right problem, clearly defined research objectives are very important. Clearly defined research objectives enlighten the way in which a researcher has to produce. One by one, once the researcher starts solving his objective, achieving his objective, he reached nearer and nearer to the solution of research problem. So the step-by-step carrying out of research problem solution for the research is facilitated by the research objectives. A research objective should be clear, concise, and declarative statement which provides direction to investigate the variables. Generally, research objective focus on the way to measure the variable, such as to identify or describe them. Sometimes objectives are directed toward identifying the relationship or difference between two variables. As the problem formulation, the overall objective should be framed in a single sentence, generally stating to identify, to establish, to describe, to determine, or to estimate, to develop, to compare, to analyze. So, once you start your research objective using these sentences, these words, you definitely know what exactly you are going to find out about the research, what relationship between the variables you want to establish. So research objective should always begin with the words already we have discussed now. Characteristics of research objective. Research objectives are concrete statement describe what the research is trying to achieve. Research objective should be, these are very important characteristics of research objective. If you find out and correlate your research objectives with these characteristics, you should be sure that your research objectives are proper. First, the research objective should be relevant. That means they should be closely connected or appropriate to the research problem. Second, the research objective should be feasible. That means they should be possible to do easily or conveniently at available resources. Next important characteristics of research objectives is they should be logical. That means they should be according to the rules of logic or characterized by or capable of clear, sound, scientific reasoning. Logical means they should be defined by rules of logic or should be capable of clear, sound, scientific reasoning. Observable, can be observed and measured directly. Unequivocal, this is very important characteristics. Unequivocal means having only one meaning or interpretation and leading to only one conclusion. That means there is no confusion regarding the meaning of the objectives. They should have fixed meaning. They should not be vague. They should not be confusing. The correctly drafted objective should be SMART. What is by SMART? SMART means specific. The objective should be specific to the point of the research problem, measurable. Unless and until you are able to measure your objectives, whether they are achieved or not, you cannot understand. They should be attainable. You cannot frame objectives which are not attainable. If your objectives are not attainable, you will not be able to find solution for your problem. And realistic. Unrealistic objectives are just for the sake of objectives, but you are not going to do anything for the unrealistic objectives, and there is no solution for unrealistic processes or problems. And most important is they should be time bound. Your research activities should be planned so that the framed objective should have a definite timeline for achieving them, for attaining them. Objective is a purpose that can be reasonably achieved within the expected time frame or with the available resources. Otherwise, if you don't have the resources, if they are not attainable, if they are not measurable, the objectives are useless for your research, and your research is useless for the solution of research problem. So if we know the need of research objective, we will understood the value of this research objective, properly defined research objective. So what is importance of research objectives? A clearly defined objective, the researcher can focus on the study. He will be given direction, he will get a specific path to follow to achieve this objective if his objectives are well defined, clearly defined. The formulation of research objectives help the researcher avoid the collection of data which are not strictly necessary for understanding and solving problem that he or she has defined. If your research objectives are properly formulated, you will not indulge in unnecessary research activities. You will strictly measure those variables, you will strictly collect those data, you will strictly abide by the those processes which are necessary for your research and which are only important and where which will give the results which will able to give the solution for your research problem. The formulation of objective organize the study in clearly defined part or phases. This is very important. Why? Because once you derive research problem, you derive then research objective, and these research objectives are designed in such a way that one objective once achieved gives lead to the second objective. So the time frame of research, schedule of research, and slow and steady progress of research toward the solution of research problem is controlled and defined by research objectives. Properly formulated specific objectives will facilitate the development of research methodology and will help in the collection, analysis, interpretation, and utilization of data. So, research objectives are therefore very, very important. Once you have proper defined research objectives, the collection, analysis, interpretation, and utilization of data becomes very easy because you know what you want to achieve after the collection of data or after your experimentation or after your process of research. Once it is known, it is very easy to get that information or to look for that particular information in generated available data. So there are basic two types of research objectives. One is general objective. General objectives are broad goals to be achieved. The general objectives of the study state that the research expects to achieve by study in general terms. General objectives usually vary less in number, maximum one or two. So these general objectives broadly define the research problem. And next is specific objectives. General objectives can be broken into small logically connected parts to form specific objectives. Specific objectives are short term and narrow in focus. The specific objectives are more in number and they systematically address various aspects of problem defined under the statement of problem and key factor that is assumed to influence or cause the problem. General objective is met through accomplishing all the specific objectives. Once you achieve all the specific objective, your general objective is automatically achieved. They should specify what the researcher will do in the study, where, how, and for what purpose he is going to do whatever he is doing in the process of research is defined, is properly directed by the objectives, by the specific objectives. Now we'll discuss a research problem, general objective and specific objectives with the example. So the research statement for given research problem is that formulation and development of gastroretentive drug delivery system for anti-ulcer drug is a research statement. General objective to formulate gastroretentive drug delivery system of anti-ulcer drug and to evaluate it. And what are specific objectives for this achievement of general objectives? First, to formulate gastrointestinal drug delivery system using effervescent approach, to evaluate efficacy of different polymers in formulating gastrointestinal drug delivery system. Third specific objective is to study effect of various process and formulation variables and performance of gastrointestinal drug delivery systems. And fourth but and last specific objective is to compare performance of formulated gastrointestinal drug delivery system with marketed product. So you can see broadly the well-defined research statement is converted into general objective, and these general objectives are broken down into specific objective. Once all these four objectives are attained, the research statement, research problem get its answer with all the required aspects. So I hope you have understood the importance and framing of research problem. Thank you.